signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is March 11, 2022. It is 3:23 a.m. I just did some other videos to add on that William debacle, calling Africa and Asia like where it was supposed to be, and I added Dr. Shola's op-ed regarding in response to what Prince William had said. So now I want to cover Women's Day. And I have some other tweets which I'm not gonna cover right now. So let's look at my back end. 1,724 subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. And my estimate is $271.71. One thing that I said in one of my videos that I recorded earlier is that I saw on my AdSense account, which was since my last payment, it was showing 0. I never show that because there's a lot of personal information there, so I never show that back end. It was showing 0 for the amount, but yesterday when I checked, it was around 300 something. All right, so I'll show a screenshot of that, but I'm not gonna go on it live. It's gonna give me more work to black things. All right, let me refresh this and see if anything changed. Okay, still the same. All right, so let's go on Twitter to cover Women's Day. All right, that was the thing I was discussing, but I'm gonna focus on Women's Day here. Okay, Dr. Zanye. Royalty tried to drag Harry but ended up implicating the inbreds. Let's just say neither her or her followers are happy with rambling today. So what was happening on Women's Day? To just a recap, on that day I was coming across a lot of tweets quoting Meghan's words, all right, but nothing about the other royals. Okay, that was one of the things that I remember. Okay, let me go over there real quick to see what the mess Okay, she implied that as a working royal, Harry had an appearance fee, then tried to walk back that comment. But, what is going on? I remember, let's go into it. Okay, I remember a certain pair getting paid to meet with American charities while still undertaking crown work and running their office using the sovereign grant. Separate to that, we know of Prince Charles and other scandals over the years. They're all lining their pockets while on duty. The unwillingness to accept that Harry is now a businessman. That is true. Men who will travel the world is what causing them to put their foot in their own mouth. That man is a CIO, founder of Invictus, just cause 2 roles alone will have him traveling. She also failed to realize that if Harry had a fee, then so did the other royals, and if cannot and couldn't saw that, they will have been doing a lot of work event. She messed up big time. So whatever they're talking about, I don't know. I didn't come across that. Okay, just be lying. So the tweet, she made the whole thing up. It's obvious to see through the lies. This is the thing. There's a lot of royal rights I haven't come across screenshot of the squad sharing this nonsense because the squad be calling them out. Look at that racist remark that William did and how it blown out. The next day, they come out to say he didn't say it. All right, so they're trying to walk a fine line, those royal rats. They can come out with their nonsense. Okay, only obvious to the same. Okay, don't these people ever give up? It must be tedious hating on someone they don't know. Okay, they never will. I know expert on this app, but that was one big lie. The woman is losing the plot big time. Oops. Okay, so I really don't know what is it this one? What is that here? Okay, the way she pulled the recollection may vary record had me deceased. Okay, again, I really don't know. If maybe through the tweets I will see what they're talking about. Let's see here. Okay, my petty and nosy self went and saved her thread and to convert thread. Royalty thread. Okay, there's this here, the conversation thread, and your squaddy. Okay, what is this? This is that. Honestly, the only reason I can imagine Harry was in Texas at a rodeo and it was shared with his usual sources, Kobe, without any work or charity. What the hell? Oh my God. Harry, is not associated with them. What? Okay, I'll go to this thread. Now I'm curious to know what they're talking about. Okay, she F around and find out. Okay, looks like straight up libel to me, especially the part about splitting proceed after PJ and whatever concussion of a deranged mind. Thank you for sharing. Okay, what is that? Honestly, the only reason I can imagine Harry was in Texas at the rodeo, it was shared with his usual source, Kobe, without... I think Omi got the information from someone else who tweeted. I'm going into that and see what the hell are they talking about. Royalty. So this is that here. So it's very short. Okay, honestly, the only reason I can imagine Harry was in Texas at the rodeo and it was shared with his usual sources, Scobie, without any work or charity context about his visit except flattering word about, quote, Southern hospitality, end quote, is because he was straight up paid to be there. What the hell? Okay, it is really interesting to see them recently appear at event they have either paid to or be honored featuring at NAACP. They're still mad about that. What? Or being paid to attend affiliated with their paid role, Super Bowl, Intrepid, Gala, Rodeo. It's none of their business. Whatever Harry and Meghan are doing, it's none of those people's business. They're not telling you guys, oh, I'm charity all over. They're not telling you how they make their money. Okay, a friend in the US, a UK connection, tried a few years ago to get him to attend an event for veterans and was told that he didn't show up for less than a specific very high dollar amount. This was pre-Meghan. Wow. So do with that what you will. I wonder how much the rodeo pays. Wow. Wow. And then this is the thing that he's misrepresenting. This is how the squad, how do you call this? Keeping their nonsense intact so they don't come out and erase their things. Okay, I misremember, but you were fine to put it. I misremembered this last part. it was that he required a 5-star hotel and a private jet, and then they share what the base level of what it costs for appearance after they left. Sorry for getting anyone in a tizzy when I was tired and waiting for a non-private flight. What the fuck? Wow, this is the thing that, but who said it? I don't know who said it. This is what happened when I don't follow a lot of people. Let's see the next one. So the squad or eye carving, the BS. There's this one here. Okay, so this is the thread of it. Okay, a friend of, okay, I read that. I misremember. Okay, so this is where I left off, and she bring it out here. Okay, you mean one can misremember something and not be a liar? So he was charging for appearances even before meeting Meghan. No wonder he likes America. Okay, thanks for the clarification. Interesting angle, but you would think he would have had to walk the red carpet figuratively if he was getting paid. There are no official photos from the event. Either way, I think we can all agree he is desperate to sing for his supper these days. What in the name of wine? He's an awful person. He is a stooge for the Great Reset, and he will get whatever he wants. Just what? But okay, I'm not gonna finish with this. These are just nonsense. Okay, comment under the nonsense the other one put. The thing is that no matter what anybody says, okay, Harry and Meghan are living their private life. There's bill to be paid. There are mouths to be fed. So no matter how Harry and Meghan find that this is the best way for them to make money, it's none of our business, because they have bill to pay. We may see from the outside they're living a glamorous life or whatever it is, depending on how you see it, because I don't think the life that they're living is glamorous, because it's kind of freaking scary to me. But everybody have bills to pay, so they could complain all they want, all the haters want. They have bills to pay, which as long as they make their money honestly, we have no say on that of the haters' tears. But you're looking at in the UK, the royal family, okay, are taking taxpayers' money and then still doing unethical things on the side for more money. So you can compare anything. You can complain about how Harry and Meghan make their money. All right, let me go to the next tweet. All right, it's funny that I thought I covered thing about the Women's Day. Okay, over on TikTok. Matter of fact, this week I'm revisiting some of the false claims about Meghan that have been arisen in the years since the Oprah interview. I use nothing but receipt and common sense and discourage, so I'm really happy to be making a year of making content. Alright, so there's that. 1 year later, Meghan bullied her staff. 1 year later, did Meghan lie? Let's see here. I love your account. I do think you misunderstood Meghan when it came to her kids' title, though. Meghan specifically spoke about the conversation that entitled all grandchildren of the monarch to be prince and princesses, and how they wanted to change this specifically for or when Charles is king. I don't think she ever indicated that her kids were entitled to titles when the queen is alive, but how they wanted to change the convention for when Charles is king, specifically removing her children's birthright. Alright, so let's see here. Yes, you are right. Let's see here. 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm gonna have to stop in between. Alright.
Title I will ever have is mom. I know that. But the idea of our son not being safe, and also the idea of the first member of color in this family not being titled in the same way that other grandchildren would be. You know, the other piece of that conversation is there's a convention, I don't know if it's George V or George VI convention, that when you're the grandchild of the monarch, so when Harry's dad becomes king, automatically Archie and our next baby would become prince or princess or whatever they're going to be.
So for you, it's about protection and safety, not so much as what the title means.
The whole thing, Meghan, is, you know what? As much, I agree with Meghan completely. I agree with Meghan completely. Whatever the law is, it should remain for her kids as well. Okay? Because it will be up to Archie and Lily to take it upon themselves and say, I don't want it. So if the law is there, you have to fight for it. Let your kids decide once they're at age of making decision. I totally agree with Meghan. I don't think she really care about any of all this nonsense. It's just the fact that she's fighting for her kids, in which every parent, every family should fight for the best for their kids. If the thing is there, therefore it should pass on to her kids as well. Don't change it just because all of a sudden this is not the bloodline, the type of bloodline you wanted, and all of a sudden you change it. So I'm glad she brought this to light. As much as anybody may or may not like what she's saying, she's right. She has to fight for her kids' right, because right now they are, how do you call this, they are underage. They can make the choice for themselves. For all I know, Archie doesn't even know the power that thing about his father's past and all of that. He's just being a child. But once he grows up, he's gonna know. So this is the thing here that Meghan and Harry are fighting for. What belongs to the kids. All right, so let's continue.
That's a huge piece of it, but I mean,
and that having the title gives you the safety and protection.
Yeah, but also it's not their right to take it away.
That's the thing.
Right? And
that's the thing here. It's not their right to take it away from them. This is the thing that she's fighting for. It's not their right to take it away. If it's there, okay, every grandchild of the monarch or whatever it is, they become prince or princess, whatever the title that she said they are. Okay, whatever is in the book. But why change it because of her? Because of her heritage and all of that. All right? So let's continue.
so I think even with that convention I'm talking about, while I was pregnant, they said they want to change the convention for Archie. Well, why?
Did you get an answer?
No.
You still don't have an answer?
No.
You know, we had heard, the world, those of us out here reading the things or hearing the things, that it was you and Harry who didn't want Archie to have a prince title. So you're telling me that is not true?
No, and it's not our decision to make, right? Even though I have a lot of clarity on what comes with the titles, good and bad, and from my experience, a lot of pain. I, again, wouldn't wish pain on my child, but that is their birthright to then make a choice about.
That's it.
So it
That's
feels
it.
to me like things started to change when you and Harry decided that you were not going to take the picture that had been a part.
Yep, she's right. Meghan is right. Okay, can you send this to me? I want to send it to another, to anyone who says, oh, she didn't understand British succession and title and tried to change them for her kids. She's named the freaking convention. How much more should one know? Okay, I just did. Meghan is a very intelligent woman. She will never misunderstand.
Title I will ever have is mom.
Where was I? She will never misunderstand something that's simple. Okay, that's why I admire her. I love TikTok, Royal Daily Tea, and Royal Pundit. Okay, oh, it's filled with all type of tea. LOL. My husband isn't really into the royal family, but even he peeks over to see what the fuss is about. LOL. Okay, great recommender. Thank you. Okay, not you. Your Meghan content has always been positive. Okay, I don't follow her on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know. Okay, definitely deserve a part 2. Love your content and coverage. Okay, guess we'll just wait here. Okay, love your TikTok. Thumbs up. Let's revisit and celebrate the good work that Meghan has done and continue to do. Reposting those negative rumors doesn't serve much purpose. Love you. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. Oh my God, the title is Women's Day. I'm not seeing much of the tweet about Women's Day here. Okay, I guess this is the beginning of it. This is the beginning of it. Okay, and now a message from Madeleine Albright. Quote, there is a special place in hell for women that don't support other women. Women's Day 2022. All right, this was a very good video and I felt like I should share it. Okay, there's no comment after that. Right, let's listen.
I have often felt that often women were more judgmental about what I was doing than men, and making me feel that I should have been with my children. You know, don't you miss waiting for your children in the carpool line? I mean, doing your PhD while your kids are going to school is not a bad thing. Though I have to say it took me so long to do it that I started when my twins were 3, and finished when they were in junior high, and they finally said, you know, Mom, if you can't finish your paper, we're not going to finish ours. But I think that other women for a long time made me feel guilty. I also
That's the
think,
thing here. That's the thing here. Many women tends to put other women down. And this is the sad part of things. When you look at, for instance, several quotes and things that Meghan is trying to do, and the royal rats, the women in there are more judgmental of her being. When you look at some of the clips on, I don't want to put them, how they're judging her, it's unbelievable. All right, so I'm not gonna stop unless something else comes. Let me move it back a little bit. I need to stop somewhere so I don't get flagged for the video.
made me feel guilty. I also think that because there's not a lot of room at the top, that a lot of women don't help each other, that there's a queen bee complex about not letting other women in. That was my generation. I don't think it's true now. And so one of my other mottos is that there's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other. I have often...
She's right. She is right. There's a special place in hell for women who don't support other women. She's right. She's right. All right. Let's go to the next tweet. There's no comment on that. When I saw it, I quickly bookmark it. All right. So there's more here. So that video was the beginning of the Women's Day. Okay. Meghan Markle's speech at UN Women International Women's Day. All right. 40 seconds. Let's listen.
It is said that girls with dreams become women with vision. May we empower each other to carry out such vision, because it isn't enough.
And by the way, all this was before she met Harry, okay? On the world stage, talking at the UN, before she met Harry. For all those haters who's thinking that it's because of Harry she's in that position. All right?
To simply talk about equality. One must believe in it. And it isn't enough to simply believe in it. One must work at it. Let us work at it together, starting now.
And the thing that where some of the people were saying, what have she been doing, this and that, she should do more. All right, the NAACP, it's all of the things she worked at. All right, because she believed in the things that she was doing. She worked at it and she was recognized by the NAACP about it. All right, let me bookmark this. Okay, it's still gobsmacking that Harry's bio family then realized the absolute gem of a person they had in her, who wouldn't want her to be part of their family. That's the blind side. They rather, I mean, their mind is always in the negativity. Look how they quickly try to hire, maybe it's the tabloid who did that, for the private investigation, get her social security. But then again, when you look at the royal voters are the mouthpiece of the monarch. So they know how to conceal their intention behind the royal rat. So
much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
It could, I don't know the connection, it could easily be that. Okay, in my humble opinion. But they hire a private investigator to get her social security, all sort of personal information. Okay, just look at Byline, who's doing some, they have some video clips about that. Only insecure people would. All right, let's see here. This is my favorite, Meghan Markle's quote. All right, so that's a GIF. Powerful, Meghan Markle, International Women's Day. Okay, speaking at the UN. Okay, inspiring. There's this. Okay, equality. We want to be equal to men when men are so much better. What? We've got a better. Look at this. When we look at the world, majority part of the world is run by men. Look at how much suffering that they're causing. Look at as easily as Russia and Ukraine. It's not Ukraine fought for to be in that war, but look at the aggressiveness that they created. All right. When you look at America, have been running by men. Majority of the head of state, meaning president, okay, creating wars. But when you look at women when they run, look at New Zealand for instance, look how they run stuff in a more reasonable way, calm, motherly kind of perspective to see things. But men, they always want war and all of this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, equality, we should want to be, okay, we shouldn't want to be equal to men when women are so okay, so I read it better. I thought I read it wrong. I thought she said men. When women are so much better, we've got to be better than men, or this planet is done for. Yep. Everything they see is destruction. Don't understand all that blinking. Usually that's a sign of, according to the body language expert. What? That must be a joke here. She looked like she's going to a cocktail party. Totally. Oh God. Some very few men are worth being equal to, Prince Harry being one. I can think of several others, especially one, but most men, nah. Okay, this thanks was the example of hypocrisy. Royal, no matter what the Brit says. Okay, when was this form? Years before she met Harry. She has cared. Okay, she has cared for women's and children's issue all her life. She was a volunteer and philanthropist long before she married into the royal family. Unlike Camilla, Sophie, and Kate, her caring, like Diana's, come from her heart. The others are forced to. That's a good one. Let's see here, and you know this because you are their personal friend. I mean, we could see from their action. We could see from their action. Look at that few seconds Meghan was over there. Okay? Few seconds. What is it? 2 years? Not even 2 years? She was over there with all the abuse and nonsense that they were throwing at her. She helped couple charities. What have the other ones have been doing? Let's just compare those 2 seconds Meghan was over there and compare to the others. What have they been doing that is as successful as what Meghan did? The cookbook, the clothing thing, and probably some others I'm not even aware of. Okay, during the pandemic when others were shutting down, what is it? The hub kitchen was still self-sufficient. Okay, the others, even before the pandemic, the others were shutting down. The other, Kate showing, 7 or 8 years later?
Thank you. Nice to see you again. I was just looking at, it's been a while since I last visited. So, yeah, it's definitely when things get back to normal, I'd love to come and say hello to the team and everyone down there as well.
I think it was 2012 that you were last here.
It only seems like yesterday, Graham. It shows you how quickly time goes.
Alright, is after she saw Meghan doing things, she tried to check on the patronages that the charities that she's patron of, and then they let the cat out of the bag. It's been 8 years since you showed up. Alright, so what have they do in comparison to Meghan? Look at recently, we find out after Harry left, the Shout program where people call in, I hope I got the organization or the charity correct, where people in the UK call to talk about their problem for mental health and all of that. When Harry left, what did those people do? They're giving those information to a third party. Okay, their instinct, their DNA is always crap to do unethical things. When those people call, thought that they were being what's the word for? It was between them and the person that they were talking to. Alright, so let me go to the next tweet. Again, this is was for Women's Day. There's that. It's raining Meghan Markle quote all over timeline for International Women's Day, and I'm living for it. Okay, for the first time, the deranged trolls are confused as to who to attack. Okay, a thing of beauty. Okay, Meghan Markle trend on International Women's Day. How many has she plagiarized? I mean, if she did, the people should have come out and say something. They're always waiting for something to discredit her. All right, out of conversation, she bring out good quote. People remember those things. She's not thinking, who should I plagiarize on or something like that. It's out of conversation. Her inner, her DNA is pure, wants to say something, and then the quote come out. Other people remember it. It resonates with other people. My goodness, this must be a troll. Okay, not followed by anyone. Okay, none. Meghan is not weighty. Okay, don't let Daily Fail hear that. They will die in envy and bitterness. Pure joy all day. Alright, another hater here. Yes, is. I'm loving it. With that, you can just hear the scream of misogynistic Daily Mail posters who try their best to put this woman down, and she keep rising and slapping her haters down. That remind me of V's video with that poet. I rise. Are they all boo-hoo, poor me, whiny, shenavel crap as usual? Okay, what a waste. So many important people actually doing something. Bethany Franklin, what the hell? Why are you coming here? Go to their thing. Meghan is doing her thing. She's not coming all the time saying, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing, praise me for it. She does her thing. Okay, her charity has donated 100 to relief in Ukraine. Hey, what about Well Central Kitchen? Well Central Kitchen, who Archwell support. These are idiots who wants to bring Meghan down. Okay, and Ukraine, Michelle Obama gave 500,000, and the list goes on. What has Harry and first wife done?
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time, and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it's just more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So you know.
Yeah, and they said they stand with Ukraine. Yes, they have. Well Central Kitchen. My goodness. You know, as I read this comment here, it's not like I'm discredited the people that she mentioned in her comment. They're doing great work, but the sad thing is that is the same mentality with the royal family, that with the competition kind of thing. Who's doing more, who wants to get spotlight and all of that. You're looking here, Harry and Meghan are doing their thing, and this one come here to discredit whatever Harry and Meghan have been doing. Okay? But it's also good that the other people she mentioned in her tweet are doing something good as well. But it's the competition of nonsense. The focus of helping people is being lost with these people. All right, the haters who's coming here saying this is that, Harry's not doing anything, this one is doing that, and all of that, trying to put people down. But the whole point of charity is to help those who are less fortunate. The message of things is being lost with the, well, they are haters anyway, so there's no way of trying to get anything in their head. But I just hope whoever, whether you like Meghan or not, or whether you like Harry or not, or Archwell, whatever it is that doing, but let's not lose focus on what really at play here. The people that needs help. Okay? That's what charities are for. Let's go to the next tweet. There's that, there's this. Hello Canada, happy International Women's Day. We're celebrating by taking a look back at some of the Duchess of Sussex most inspiring feminist quote. Click to read. Okay, them all. Alright, so there's that. Let's see here. More great quote from Meghan. I'm not going to read the article. Quote 12 of Meghan Markle most inspiring feminist quote. Is Meghan Markle a feminist? Or of course she is. We've wound up the most feminist quote from Meghan Markle to spur you International Women's Day. Okay, he is someone that is worth, was it 1 million times than the one in your order. Oh, please. This is the thing here. They're always trying to discredit her. All right. Can you imagine the nonsense that Meghan went through?
And so one of my other mottos is that there's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other.
My goodness. Wow. Okay, no quote on International Women's Day from Kate Middleton. Meghan Kate made cry. All right, there's this here. Women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice. They need to feel empowered to use it, and people need to encourage to listen to Meghan Markle. I know where she said it. That's at when she was sitting in front with all four of them on the stage. This is the thing. Out of conversation, she made some good comments.
I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact. I think what's interesting is I hear a lot of people saying when speaking about girls' empowerment, finding and knowing their worth, or women's empowerment as well, you'll often hear people say, well, you're helping women find their voices. And I fundamentally disagree with that, because women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice, they need to feel empowered to use it, and people need to be encouraged to listen. And I think right now in the climate that we're seeing with so many campaigns, I mean, with Me Too and Time's Up, there is no better time than to really continue to shine a light on women feeling empowered and people really helping to support them, men included in that. I mean, it makes such a tremendous difference. So,
all right, and then people, those comments resonate to people. Love all her quote, we stand a feminist that has always been for women from day one. She isn't a feminist because it's fashionable, it's who she always was. All right, there's this. Okay, those who didn't know of her before she met Harry seems to think she became a feminist after she joined the royal family. She's been a feminist since was 9 or 10 years old at least. Let's see here. There is enough receipt out there that shows that she was always a feminist. It's definitely not new to her. I have followed her since 2012, and she has always spoke up for so many causes, especially for women and girls. All right, there's more quote here. As you get older, you become more comfortable in your skin and comfortable in saying no to things. I've also learned that saying no is just as valuable as saying yes. It's something that I think comes with age and really having a sense of your self-worth, and then you make a choice based on that. Okay, that's quote of her. All right, amen. As some people age, they have no filter because they have become so opinionated. This is not attractive. But Meghan made an excellent point, in my opinion. She and Harry actions epitomize this quote when they decided they will take no more mental abuse from the toxic firm. She's awesome. She's been speaking up for women since she was a young woman. Very impactful. I have a clip where there's this young lady from, I think it was in high school or middle school, that she was very shy, and Meghan wrote her a small letter of comfort. I'll put this thing here. I think that's what when she was in middle school or high school, one of those, and she kept that letter.
Dear Michelle, you are so strong and so wonderful.
This letter is nearly 20 years old, and it's from Meghan Markle.
I am here if you ever need me. I love you, Meghan.
Okay, Meghan Markle, women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice and they need to feel empowered to use it, and people need to be encouraged to listen. All right, there's this here. She knew her value, and that made all the difference. Meghan Markle pushed through a public bullying on a scale most never know. She kept her head, her life, and took unprecedented action. Women's Day. May we all fight through our barriers, blocking our blessing. Never give up. All right, there's more of this. There's more. Okay, GIF. Such an inspiring feminist has got to be international inspiration or by herself. Okay, there's this. How much did her PR team pay for this?
One of my other mottos is that there's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other.
But this is what happened when you do things out of your heart, out of, because you want to. All right, these are the people they flock to. I wasn't following Meghan before because of the type of person she is and the abuse that she was going through. And I learned to even like her more. Okay, I knew she was an actress. Nobody's paying me. Even YouTube is not even making my videos worth anything. They keep on removing from it. Okay, but I'm doing it because the negativity is overwhelming. She needs a positive voice to counteract those negativity. Right? Nobody's paying me. The only money that's coming is to YouTube and some people who make donation. I never talk to Meghan. Meghan is not telling me, oh, go create this video, speak positive of me, do this, do that. They're not calling me to do that. The reason I'm doing this because I have kids. I want my kids to live in a better world. So I was able to find that the thing that they were doing to her if we let it continue where there is no counteracting of some of the negativity, then it's gonna be worse. Okay, even though these videos are very simple with some tweets or whatever, give my opinion, but it's part of to create a different narrative, because so many people don't have time to pay attention to the negativity. The negativity they just see, nobody's telling them the truth. Look at what false information have led Ukraine. All right, in America too, 2016, false information. Look at Brexit, false information. So if anybody who have the time and willing to counteract with this negativity is to speak up. Okay, this is my contribution. Meghan didn't tell me to come and do this. Believe me, YouTube have tried. They don't come and tell me. They don't say, oh, please stop making videos about me. They didn't tell me that. But some stuff that I see going on, some action that they're doing with my videos, you could see they're trying to discourage me. But that's not why I'm there. All I want them to do is be fair with my videos. When you see I upload something, every time I upload a video, they need to manually check to see what I'm putting up. Alright, but others who's putting negativity, I don't know if they go to the same barrier. So don't say who's paying for their PR. Nobody's paying me. They're actually putting barrier. Okay, the channel YouTube is putting barriers for my videos. Okay, maybe check out her quote, being polarizing first. Well, if somebody have said it, they better come out. I don't see how sitting on at a conference with 4 of them on the stage just talking randomly, for her to think, oh, let me take this quote from this person, or let me do this to respond to a comment. Oh, please. It's the other one who probably took time to copy her. From what I've seen, the squad been putting pictures of clothes and things that the others been doing to copy Meghan. Okay, why not celebrate the Queen and her marriage accomplishment? What have she accomplished? Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, as early as the nonsense Meghan was going through, why didn't she put a stop to it? On International Women's Day, I'm horrified by what about people. Good Lord, there is space for all women to go post about your fave instead of tearing another woman down. Just like that very first video Albright was saying. There's a special place in hell for people like this. Samantha Markle needs to empower her voice to tell her truth, and her sister needs to be kind to her. Meghan is minding her own business. Alright? If her half-sister have mind her own business, I won't even know she existed. So why, my goodness, they really want Meghan and Harry to bend for everybody else to just walk on them. What kind of thing is that? Okay, it must be a joke. Alright, but here you are. You come to listen to some joke. At the same time, you be empowered by some stuff. Okay, feminist queen. Alright, Hello Canada is going to be disowned soon. Alright, but that's to abolish the monarchy. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. There's more. I'm already 39 minutes. There's this here. Okay, happy International Women's Day. Minori. Let's look at this. Breaking taboo. Okay, empowering women in Mumbai slums to access to employment and menstrual hygiene products. Okay, is a campaign by Myra Mahela for celebrating the amazing women in our lives. There's this. Who's that? PhD student, Stanford, and social entrepreneur, improving employment and health for women in India. Founder. All right. There's this, and Megan Daly. That's that. All right. That's one of the squaddy. Okay, so that's that. Okay, there's the love, then there's that. So they giving a shout out to Meghan. All right, next tweet. Okay, I'm almost done. I have one more tweet after that. Quote, women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice. They need to feel empowered to use it, and people need to be encouraged to listen. Meghan Markle, International Women's Day. This is why she was trending. Who is that? Okay, wife, mom, friend, ally, triple vaxxed. Okay, I don't know who she is, but these are just other random people that I see who was putting quotes of Meghan. Okay, please ignore the Kate Middleton stand hating in the comments. They do that 24/7. Okay, who's Kate Middleton? That's a good one. Okay, there's this. Do not ever let anyone make you feel like you don't matter. Okay, gold digger or not feminist. well, Meghan was already rich before she met Harry. Okay, no one said that you were a feminist. Okay, I don't need proven liar speaking. Oh, you see, there's the haters. This is what the other one was saying.
One of my other mottos is that there's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other.
Okay, these are the haters. I don't even need to read that. Meghan was rich before she even met Harry. Was doing all sort of stuff. My goodness, hate is very deep. This is the last tweet that I have. Okay, on International Women's Day, I celebrate my sister Meg, shot by Meghan Markle. All right, this is the picture, and every black and white of her looks good. Wow, look at the symmetry here. Oh, slightly more should be on that side. It's almost really centered. I like that. I like that black and white. Okay, let's see here. Lovely. There's that. Happy International Women's Day to Meghan Markle. Love that. She's been about uplifting women and girls from day one. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, I also salute Meghan because she has spent her life fighting for women's empowerment, female education, and gender equality. She's a wonderful person with a big heart who always uses her voice to uplift women, and I hope she knows how much she's respected, admired, and loved. There's the love. There's this iconic. All right, so amazing. All right, so let's do a prayer. All right, prayer for. Let's do a prayer. All right, prayer for. Let's say here, prayer for. Whenever I have issues of finding what to pray for, is protection and guidance. Let's do that. All right, so this is typical. All right, let's see. Let me read it anyway. Lord God, I pray for your protection as I begin this day. You are my hiding place, and under your wings I can always find refuge. Protect me from trouble wherever I go, and keep evil far away from me. All right, when I click onto the image, I'm gonna pick the second one. I already know because I did that yesterday in one of my videos. The top one, I have to pay for it, so I'm gonna ignore the top one. I'm gonna go to the second line, and on that line I'm gonna pick the second prayer. All right, there's this second one. All right, grant, O Lord, thy protection and protection strength, and in strength understanding, and in understanding knowledge, and in knowledge the knowledge of justice, and in the knowledge of justice the love of it, and in the love of it the love of all existences, and in that love the love of spirit and all creation. All right, so I feel like, should I do another one? Okay, this is a bit too much, but that's it, because I need to start editing. That's it. Please be kind to one another. Help wherever you could help. When you see your neighbor need help, you know, if you can. And keep wearing your mask. Okay, that pandemic is still out there. Some people fail to think that just because they opening up more, like the COVID is gone. COVID is still there. All right, so that's it. Thanks for your support. Please subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. All right, that's it. And thank you to those who have donated.